going on? It's me, Destiny here. In today's video, I'm going to show you my everyday baddie kind of foundation tutorial. I had to move on like this. No, but seriously, this is a very everyday, easy, sexy kind of look. It's something that you don't have to spend too much time on once you get it down. You just need to make sure you have the proper colors for yourself, the right formulas, and this kind of very simple makeup look can really come together. I'm going to be using my Too Faced multi-sculpting, multi-use concealers as my foundation. This is a wonderful summer foundation. I just did a video. I'll have a card or something for you guys to click if you're interested in checking out some of my favorite summer foundations, but let's go ahead and jump right into the video. If you want to learn how to achieve this kind of look, all you gotta do is stay tuned. So for my moisturizer, I'm going to be using Bye Bye Line Serum. You guys know that I have been loving this lately. Like, hey Google, turn the volume down low. I have been loving this like crazy. It makes my skin feel really good, lush, plump. It's light. It's great to use under primer. It does not affect the way your foundation wears in a negative way. And I really like that. It makes my skin feel so good, and I really love using this under primer because it's light. It's almost like a primer itself, to tell you the truth. It's like a baby primer. So now I'm going in with Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer. You guys should know from my last couple of videos that I really don't feel like anything is touching this primer right now. I had a sample tube of a Becca primer that I think that could maybe hang with this. And I could definitely be behind. I don't try as much makeup as I used to, but when it's not broke or I fix it, I think this is a great primer, honey. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Too Faced Born This Way in Cocoa. I was not gonna do a talk-through video. Hey Google, turn the volume up. I don't generally put an applicator to the face. It's a bad practice, but I haven't had any breakouts. Definitely don't do this while you're working out. As you guys can see, the cocoa is a really good match. I really like how this applies and mats down. And I'm doing the first half of my face first, and then I'm going to go into the center of my face with the next color and along my forehead with a mixture of colors. I'm doing it this way so I don't overlap too much foundation in the center of my face. I like it to look really natural, really smooth, and really flat. And if you don't have to put color on color, I say don't. Especially with this, it's such a full coverage foundation that you don't really, like ordinarily if you want the coverage, I'd say layer on layer, but this is such a good pigmentation that it's not necessary. And the brush that I was just using is the powder brush. But I love these kind of brushes with a good formulation of foundation because it just makes it HD. It just blows it out. Has so many little fine hairs, it just blows it out so nicely. So I'm gonna go in with the airbrush stippling brush right now and do around the edges of my face and a little bit across my forehead. Also, paring down on the foundation in your forehead if you can really helps with the look of a beautiful natural foundation. Like if you don't need to pile it up there, don't, but do put a little bit for the continuity of the texture and the color quality of your face. Do put a little bit up there, honey, but you can pare it down. Okay. So, I can't remember which color I used to use for the color correcting. I'm gonna go with Toffee and put a, yeah, it's this orangey kind of honey brown color that is really good for my skin tone in particular as like a color corrector kind of deal. You can sweep a little bit under your eyes if you want. It's like a foundation with color corrector built already in this tone for me, and it just really eats up discoloration, darkness, dullness, hyperpigmentation, or just areas that look a little bright. If your foundation is pulling gray, that might be the reason, or it might be your setting powder fighting for control of your face. Okay, so in the center I'm gonna go with chestnut. I'm not gonna use a whole heck of a lot, but I'm taking into consideration that I don't have any foundation in this center or in the center of my face. And this is like my first pop tone. You guys know I use 2. My forehead just a little bit too. And I'm going to go in and blend it out. You gotta work fast with this foundation because it dries down good, and it dries down relatively fast, but not too fast. But you guys know I usually really stress swirling and blending motions, but when you're using minimal product, you can get a nice tap on. But if you're gonna use a lot, if you like a really thick, heavy coverage, and that's cool, do make sure you blend this a little bit as well, so it's not just sitting on your face. But using the amount I did, I can just nicely push it into my skin. So now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of chestnut on my chin, but not too much. And I'm gonna reverse highlight my contour area. This is kind of like foundation strobing, matte strobing kind of deal. I don't like the bottom of my face to remain too dark. Without like a little pop coming up, just for the dimension and the structure of the way I like my face to look. If I leave the dark half dark, I like the shape it creates, but I just don't like the look. I feel like it needs to, you know, a little bit more, rather than, well, my face is honey. But I also like to blend my foundation that way too, honey. So as you can see, my face has a nice amount of dimension. It doesn't look too flat. My foundation doesn't look fake or really painted on, and that's due to the colors that I've used. I'm gonna go in with one more color, step up lighter, probably 2 more colors, but I'm going in with really thin coats. I just really like to build the face out nice and have it all, like, makeup is all about playing with light, especially base. So this is what we're doing right now. We're creating light. I'm gonna go in with a gem blender and blend this out. I really love gem blender for complexion products because it gives you a nice, smooth, seamless blend, and it doesn't absorb makeup like a brush or a sponge. I haven't used a sponge in about 3 years. I mean, I'm not biased, I just, So next we're gonna go in, we're gonna set the foundation and do light bronzer. And I'm gonna use Dermablend powders. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Are you new here? I'm gonna use Dermablend powders, warm saffron, and illuminating banana. So I'm just gonna take this cute little stippling brush. I've been liking them so far. And I'm gonna lightly get a good amount up there and pat it into my skin. And because this is an everyday foundation, I'm not gonna really make the shapes hard or very precise. This foundation does an amazing job with coverage, you guys. I've been really loving this foundation. I don't even really need to set this foundation all crazy, so I'm not, but I do want to get some beautiful extra lighting going with the foundation, because both of these are a step up from one another, and warm saffron disappears right into my skin. And in the areas that I want a little extra light, I'm gonna just put it on the corners. Always in my lap lines area. They're not quite very liney, but there is a hollowness. I mean, obviously, when you see the shadows. I'm gonna go right in my under eye. Close up alongside of my nose, don't skip this area. But you also don't need to do a whole big, huge shape because I already got the warm saffron doing its thing. And I just want the shadow very in the center of my face. It's very cute, like make yourself look like a lion or a tiger or something. I have that burst of color right in the center. I'm gonna let that hang out. Now I'm gonna do bronzer. I'm gonna use my Prime Beauty bronzers because those have been the bronzers I've been using. I'm gonna go with Bronzeville on this really big fluffy brush. I couldn't wait to do this. This is like heaven, and I love that these bronzers don't kick back. Ooh, oh. This brush is so big when it's so big, honey. Love it. Ooh. So now I'm gonna go in with Chocolate Liddy, and this is more as a contour bronzer. So I'm gonna take it on this stippling brush, honey, and I'm gonna just ever so swagfully blend it into the heart of that bronzer backbone and support it. Oh my god. These brushes are not half bad. Come on, e.l.f. It's been a minute since I tried e.l.f. I used to stay in Ricky's, getting all the e.l.f. products, honey. Ricky's, it's not Ricky's, Jack's, that 99-cent store over on the side. But I used to love Ricky's too. Oh my god, when I first got on YouTube, I used to stay in Ricky's. You have this, you have that glitter. I need it. Bronzer is just supposed to be a beautiful, soft shadow around your face. So you put it in the most flattering parts, honey, through your cheekbones to slim you out, bring you in, frame your face, give you shadow, the light, like you have a soft spotlight on your face when you're walking. So do it all around your frame and then do contour right in the heart of your bronzer and your look. I'm telling you right now, I am your father, okay? And then blend this along the side to soften up that contour. What highlight am I gonna use today? I don't know. Just have sticky on it. Yes. Kind of blending in and blending out some of the edges of our first set, honey, and then we're gonna do the brows. Lift your mouth a little bit. We'll spray in a second. And right now we're gonna do brows really quick. This is NARS in dark cool brown. Just lining the bottom. I'm gonna go in and feather my brow. I'm not gonna OD slay my brow. I'm also not gonna slack on them, but I'm gonna let them be a little like maybe natural, maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see how far I go. I want them to look good. They don't have to be IG brows or anything like that. I love a good, amazing brow. the makeup covers up microblading so easy. I like to have a nice good shape through the body, a soft head. I'm a child. A hard tail, haha. And let's go in with some concealer, and then I'm gonna use my chestnut concealer using this little eyebrow brush. As you do this, pull your concealer down, please, honey. Okay, sweetie. So you can blend that out. If you don't blend the bottom of your eyebrows out, unsubscribe from me. I'm just playing like what I'm like, okay, no problem, bitch. We've been hating you anyway. Oh well, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. So now I'm sweeping this down so I can blend it out, still keeping a good amount of the intensity right underneath the brow. From there, we're gonna go in and blend everything here, and we're going to set it, because I'm not really gonna do foundation today. I mean, I'm not gonna really do eyeshadow today. I'm gonna set this powder with my setting powder, and then later I'll probably go in with some bronzer in that area just to like keep it cute, you know what I mean? So now I'm gonna go in with this Bare Minerals powder. This is called Invisible Glow, and this is in medium. And I really, really love this powder, honey. I'm gonna take it on this e.l.f. brush with these little baby hairs on top. And I'm gonna sweep it through the tops of my cheekbones. Very lightly. For those of you who like a glow down, this is not gonna do it for you. I like a glow, but sometimes I don't. This gives a very soft, it gives more than this, I'm not really pressing, but this gives a very soft glow, very natural. Once my makeup sets and any oil breaks through, even hours later, you're always gonna have a nice situation going on. And you guys know that I don't like gold highlighter. It just looks fake. I look at gold highlighter on the face and I go, highlighter! Hi, highlighter. It just doesn't look like a glow to me. It's pretty sometimes, but I'm not a fan of gold highlight. I'm sorry. But we've had this conversation before. I like a pale, golden, off, soft, eggshell white, gold, white with undercurrents of gold, of warmth. And like other really soft, pretty colors. So what we're gonna do now, I think, is, oh, I said I'm gonna put a little bit of bronzer in the tear duct, well, in the eyelid area. Going in with, what is this called? Yeah, no, definitely. Bronzeville. I really like the shade of it. It's very soft, and as you can see, it just opens the eye up a little bit, brings a little tiny bit of interest, and just really sets the look off. Looks like you almost did something. I'm gonna go in with Chocolate Liddy on the very, very, very butt of the brush. I could use an eye brush, but I'm just lazy, honey. Thank you, honey. I'm just gonna see that somewhere. If you are not really good with brushes like that, no cap. If you're not that good with your brushes, go on and grab an eye brush. You know who you are, okay? No shade, honey. All tea. I know it's gonna be bomb. I have no doubts. Ooh. my god. Trinkets on Netflix, you guys. Very cute. I'm about to go in and rewatch it as I fall asleep. So this is Makeup Forever Limitless Brown. I'm going to use this all over my lip. So now I'm gonna go in with Urban Decay All Nighter, honey. This is my little fake beanie look. Can't believe I used the word beanie now, punching me in my throat. That feels so good. Okay, you guys, so that's it for the look. I hope you enjoyed it. I really love this kind of look. I really love the very intense yet still very subtle kind of highlighter. I love a good nude lip. I have so many nude lips that I want to show you guys. A good full lash that has a nice upturn. I really, really love bottom lashes. Very, very simple. If you guys create this look, if you recreate it on Instagram, tag me at the Godly Brand, tag me on Instagrams. Yeah, but as always, you guys, I want to thank you for commenting, rating, and subscribing, hitting that notification bell. I'll be in touch and hopefully you guys will do the same. Also, so my first impression of the e.l.f. brushes is I really like them. They feel really good in the hands. They have a nice weight. The ferrules feel like they're up there, really good and secure. I think Lucite brushes are always nice. They look expensive, but I know that they're really inexpensive. I really, really love how they blended, especially this one with the bronzer. That was a whole moment. I absolutely love this as a powder brush, and then I also applied the foundation with it, and I think it looks beautiful and seamless. That is one of the main reasons I use powder brushes for cream products. Beautiful, seamless, blown out effect. I really, really love it. I really like this brush, especially for the contour of the nose, honey. I thought that was a really good situation. It's really nice and it's dense without being too dense, so it has some give, and it feels like something that would also be great for under the eye, for laying really creamy bases and really getting a nice blend on them. I like that. I think this is definitely my second favorite brush. So the first one is definitely the powder, and this one is this little stippling brush. I really like it. It's unique. It has these little stray hairs on top that at first I didn't really think would be worth anything, but it really gave a great blend to the contour as well as in my inner eye. I'm really impressed. I'll have more information in the bottom bar if you guys are interested in checking these out.